Hi, I'm Peter J. Ray. Welcome to Adventures in History. Today's topic is Dearest Mother and Dad. Love, Ruth, John, Mark, and Pamela. Ruth Smallshaw Ray's Letters to Her Parents, 1954 to 1955, Part 91. This is the first part of the original publication, Smallshaw Family Memories Collection, or SFMC number 41, published on November 9th, 1999. Letter from the editor of the SFMC. Yours truly, Peter J. Ray. Hi, everybody. Well, we've got one heck of an issue for you folks from here at SFMC headquarters. Pam's first Christmas. Another long, dark, cold, dreary winter of 1954-1955 in Bay Village, Ohio. The summer of 1955. Yay! John, Ruth, Mark, and Pamela had a great vacation up at Lacey Woods, Michigan. Another lakeside family reunion over the Labor Day weekend in August 1955. And so life continued for the young family in Bay Village, Ohio. Mark in his third year. Pam's first birthday. John S. Ray, always on the go, a whirlwind of activity and achievement. And dear Ruth Smallshaw Ray, raising Mark and Pam, loving them and staying busy. Mark and Pam loving each other, all of them waiting for Grandma Smallshaw to visit. The arrival of the third child, Patricia Ann, still more than 2 years away. Enjoy the drama. This is a period piece. The 1950s baby boom. The Dwight Eisenhower, U.S. presidential years. Cheers. 602 Huntmere Drive, Bay Village, Ohio, November 15th, 1954. Dear Mother, Mark was certainly very proud of his letter from you. Usually I just let him read the printed matter in the mail, so he was so pleased to read a real letter of his own. I read it to him, and he read it for about an hour. Green beans, green beans. Green beans for Pamela. Green beans, green beans. You didn't realize you wrote that, did you? I've been dictating the grocery list over the phone to John. We'll have to save it for his book. Yes, we were very pleased with the parcel. So often I get so disgusted with myself because I am so selfish and, well, you know what a mean person I can be. Then I think of all the blessings I've had and continue to get, and feel that the Lord must see some good to keep blessing me so. A wonderful career, wonderful husband, and wonderful children. Just as I was wondering what the children would wear for Thanksgiving, along came your lovely parcel, one from Carol, and John's great aunts in California sent a pretty pink sweater for Pamela that just goes so well with the dress you sent. Oh, thank you. I hate to ask, but I'll have to have my yellow dress back. I have more of a tummy now than in the summer, but I go to so many things with the same group and need it. So send it when you have time, please. I am playing bridge tomorrow and report at the board meeting for the polio group. We hope to buy an aspirator, chair, and floor for a waiting room if I can get something passed. I am pouring at the junior women's next Monday night. Saturday is a farewell party for Vera and Alex. I must say good night. Love, John, Ruth, Mark, and Pamela. P.S. Carol's going to have a baby May 31st. 602 Huntmere Drive, Bay Village, Ohio, December 9th, 1954. Dear Mother and Dad, Hi. Such a busy time of the year, isn't it? But then lately it's been busy around here just about always. I keep expecting things to quiet down, but these two children keep up their eating and changing wants right along. John says when I wean Pamela, and if Mark ever gets toilet trained, it will be like a picnic around here. We had a couple in Saturday night and my bridge club Tuesday. Last night I went downtown shopping while John fed and put the kiddies to bed. Saturday night we're having 2 more tables of bridge, and a week from Saturday is the Junior Chamber of Commerce Christmas Formal. Christmas Eve, we're going to Sandusky. The Rays are getting a Santa Claus outfit for Mark's benefit, and Dave will be Santa. Mark has learned. I'm Daddy's boy. I'm 2 years old. Santa Claus is coming, 'cause I'm as good as gold. He fouls the last line, though, so far. From hearing me order over the telephone, he says, REA 602, Huntmere Drive, Bay Village, Ohio. Whenever I say, oh, you're a Sharpie, he starts off repeating it. A couple of weeks ago, he looked at his hands and said, oh my gosh, Mark, what did you do? Where did you get that? Mommy, wipe the egg off Mark's hands. It was sticky rubber from a sealer ring. He's a real character. Thought you'd like to see these snaps. I took one for Olive. We took them a couple of weeks ago. I managed to make a few items for our bazaar, an organdy apron, and painted some pictures. I went next door for a card table Tuesday, and Mark locked me out. The storm windows on, cold outside, and Pamela crying. Patty next door finally found a loose storm window which we pushed up. They come off from the inside and boosted me in. Some fun. Monday I heard Mark saying, good boy, Mommy. Mark, good boy. Wash the floor, good boy. I was thinking how dependable he is, puts his toys away. Lo, he was washing the rug with some blue dye. I didn't even know I had. I got most of it out. Ann Duff had her third baby boy, Andrew. Two of my close neighbors just had boys also, David and Paul. Mary's expecting her third. John won a $50 prize for getting the most junior Chamber of Commerce members, 10 in 3 days. Now he's aiming for the June prize, also a $50 bond. He averages about 3 to 4 meetings a week. Next Wednesday, he drives shut-ins to the Christmas party, bed patients that get out about once a year. It's a heartbreaking job, usually poor people. He's also helping take orphans Christmas shopping. Actually, he won about $135, but turned the money back to help pay expenses for the orphans. They give them $5 apiece to buy gifts. Does Dad still have his Fred saw? I have a couple of cute cards of Mark's that I'd like to have mounted on thin plywood or beaver board and fret sawed around so I could hang them on Pamela's wall. Do you think Dad could do that for them? The dress arrived, and I wore it Tuesday. How about the shoulder pads? Thanks for the pink socks for Pamela. It's been cold but not much snow. Our snowy weekend lasted about 4 days, and that's been all. Down to 30 degrees the last few days. I'm glad that you had a checkup. I couldn't understand it, but it looked okay. Hope so. John's dad had one, and he too has a cardiac condition. Good night. God bless. Love, John, Ruth, Mark, and Pamela. 602 Huntmere Drive, Bay Village, Ohio, December 27th, 1954. Warm weather for Christmas. No snow. Raining tonight. Dear Mother and Dad, many thanks for the lovely Christmas parcel. We took it to Sandusky with us and opened it Christmas Eve. It just took a week to come, so was here by the 11th. Plenty of time and no duty, and everything is just fine. I'm sorry if you looked for a letter, but honestly, you just don't know how busy I've been. Can't you remember when you had 2 wee ones? Some days I even took off my shoes so I could run and slide on the floor to speed things up. Just the 2 of them, diapers changed, washing, feeding, beds, dishes. We use 24 diapers a day as Mark needs a double one. And then I made a Christmas cake, 4 batches of cookies, candy, and made 2 felt stockings for the kiddies, those coasters for Bud and Doris, shopping and wrapping Christmas gifts. Well, aren't we all busy? Guess I should get postcards and just write a line or 2. John was wonderful about shopping, but he's been busy too. Monday bowling, Tuesday he had a trustee meeting, Wednesday the shut-in party, Thursday, I had the Junior Women's Club party. Friday, John had the Junior Chamber auction. Saturday, he drove orphans shopping. In the afternoon, Pamela to the doctor for her shot. Then I went and had my hair cut. Mark to see Santa Claus. Then the folks over before and after the Junior Chamber Christmas formal. We got to bed at 4 o'clock a.m. Church in the morning, a punch party in the afternoon, then the Christmas party for the children, and Mark again saw Santa. He saw Santa Claus a third time in Sandusky, for Dave Wiesenhauer made a wonderful Santa. We shopped, packed, baked, got a parcel away to Norma and Connie and had nice ones from them. Spent from 5 o'clock p.m. Friday until 9 o'clock p.m. Sunday with the folks in Sandusky. Went to the midnight service, and poor John was almost unconscious during it all. It was just too late. 1 o'clock a.m. home, on top of all the weeks of activities. A wonderful Christmas dinner and meals. Mark was wonderful, said his poem, and just entertained us all. You would just love him. You should hear him say Saskatchewan and Antimacassar. Really a riot. He talks in such long sentences. We all got so much we could hardly get it all in the car. The children got 6 dolls, table and chairs, trucks, tractor and car, workbench, books and clothes. Pamela got a snowsuit, a big panda, and Mark got clothes and shoes. I couldn't begin to list them all. The folks gave me a bedspread and $5 and gave John $25. We sure were glad too. Also pears, ham, whiskey, wine, all sorts of food. Mark's jeans and shirt are very cute from you. He takes a 3 or 4, but we'll grow into them. Pamela now has 5 white nylon dresses. She wore the pink one you sent for Christmas and today too. Miss Kent brought Carolyn Eilers, one of my first pupils, when I came to Cleveland. She's going to school in St. Louis, Missouri, and flew home for Christmas. She wanted to see Miss Smallshaw and brought gifts for the children. She's now 11, a big girl. Alice Kent was my supervising teacher. You met her. She says she wishes we lived on the east side, as she'd sure like to have me back teaching or substituting. Also, they'd like to start a class out near here if they could find a teacher. I probably will go back sometime. Right now, I'm having trouble getting babysitters. We're invited to parties New Year's Eve and to a party at Dale and Dan's New Year's night. It's so hard to get sitters. P.S. Got them. We came back to very sad news today. Our street is really jinxed. We've had so much bad luck. I guess I told you last Christmas the Canadian woman was killed in a car accident. Then we had another bad car accident across the back. 2 polio cases, 1 woman shot and killed. One of our neighbors had a heart operation and a neighbor with polio. Well, Friday, 1 little boy down the street died of cancer of the brain, 9 years old. Nina had known for 5 months and not told anyone. And this morning, the girl who had polio had her baby girl born. It had been dead 2 days. She has 2 boys. What a sad Christmas for those families. We hope that you folks had a good Christmas. Mrs. Ray has got John's dad to stop smoking and start to take care of himself, as she doesn't want to be a widow. I think Dad should start watching his diet and health too. Thanks for the blouse. I'm so glad to have something new to wear for bridge. Carol got me a white wool one too, and John got me a new dress and skirt and a vacuum cleaner attachments. His shirt is fine, and the things for the kiddies are cute. Carol got the cutest outfit for Mark, like a college boy. A navy jacket trimmed with white, medallion t-shirt, and navy pants. I will send snaps. Your grandchildren are just darling. Sure wish you could see them. A real credit to us. Love, John, Ruth, Mark, and Pamela. 602 Huntmere Drive, Bay Village, Ohio, January 6th, 1955. Dear Mother and Dad, Very glad to get your Christmas Eve letter and hope to hear that you had a nice Christmas too. The children are napping, so thought I'd write a quick one to you. We think it would be a wonderful idea for you to visit us next summer and see your grandchildren. Maybe if you didn't plan to take so much in and took the drive in easier steps, you might not feel it so rugged. I felt that you pushed yourselves too much last time. Maybe if you didn't try to get home so soon too, and took the extra day traveling, it might be easier. Then too, you've had more driving since last time. We won't be taking you around so much either, as we'll be staying home with Mark and Pamela. Maybe we could go swimming or at least to the beach more. I'm so looking forward to the spring and summer when I can take Mark and Pamela to the Lake Erie, and when we can spend most of every day out the back under the trees. I think we'll plan picnics and naps outdoors too. Hope I can plan it so I can get all my cleaning done before spring and then have a nice summer. This past 6 months I've worked harder than ever in my life. I realize I'll have more to come and just love looking after the babies, but changing diapers and feeding keeps you busy. We had 3 bridge invitations for next Saturday. We're going to Joan and Lenny's, and the following Saturday, Ann and Wayne Duff have invited us to the Yacht Club Winter Formal at the Mayflower Hotel in Akron, Ohio. We enjoyed it last year. I won the $1 at Bridge Tuesday. We went to a New Year's Eve party at a friend of John's from the Junior Chamber of Commerce, mostly single people there, and New Year's night we went to a party at Dale and Dan's, mostly co-op couples. They were nice parties. We've had so much rain and the grass is so green it's certainly been strange weather, but should get colder. Been up in the 50s. I'm glad you like the snaps of the children. Pamela has much darker skin than Mark. Last night John said, "Isn't she cute? Pink is certainly her color." It is. Mark is so good to her too and tries to entertain her. I have taken some more snaps. Hope to finish the roll soon and will send them. Love, John, Ruth, Mark, and Pamela. P.S. When the handkerchief fell out of your last letter, Mark took it right away, shook it out, and put it on his table under his telephone. Every day he shakes it. It's his tablecloth. He sits at his desk, the table, like his daddy, a big executive. Love, Ruth. 602 Huntmere Drive, Bay Village, Ohio, January 12th, 1955. Dear Mother, we got your good letter today, and I'm so glad to hear that you've had so many callers and Christmas gifts. You've really been busy, and I'm glad, for I wondered if you'd be alone with Bud and Doris busy too. So nice to hear you've been having a good time. I would like to have found towels like the ones you admired at the Rays, but spent my only evening downtown and looked in every store, and that was the closest I could find. I had a nice letter from Connie today, too. John just got home from a Junior Chamber of Commerce tour of the lighting plant. He's very enthusiastic about everything. Tonight he took a fellow from Austria to dinner and a tour. He's just over here for a year, and John wants to have him here for dinner. The idea is to show them the American way of life, to take back, to combat communism. John says he's very nice and is well educated. Yes, I'm still nursing Pamela. I don't have as much milk, but she seems satisfied. I want to wean her to the cup as soon as she'll learn to drink. Mark knew how at this age. She just lets it go in her mouth and smiles and lets it drool down the sides of her mouth. She's just not interested in it. I'll give her a few more weeks nursing and hope she gets more interested in the cup and regular milk. No, we don't get the Reader's Digest and would like to get your copies. We're going to miss Time magazine this year, so we'll look forward to the Reader's Digest even more. I washed and ironed Pamela's curtains today and washed her windows and woodwork. They look nice and should be done about every 6 weeks to stay fresh looking. I did them last in November and September. Mark was so pleased with himself when he climbed up and went to the bathroom all by himself today. I sure hope he's catching on. The two of them are just so cute and just crazy about each other. Mark plays peekaboo with her and tries to amuse her. Mark says his grace, God bless our food, like Bud used to. I must say good night. Take care. Love, John, Ruth, Mark, and Pamela. 602 Huntmere Drive, Bay Village, Ohio, January 12th, 1955. Dear Dad, these are the cutouts that I thought would look nice mounted for Pamela's room. One was Mark's Easter card and the other his 2-year-old birthday card. I don't want them framed, for I could do that. What I'd like would be for you to trace around them on plywood or beaver board or whatever kind of wood you used to use for the fret saw work you used to do for Bud. Fairly thin, an 1/8 or 1/4 inch wood. The fret saw around the outline, then either you or I could glue the picture to the wood and each will make a cute little wall plaque. I can find some way to hang them up. We'll appreciate it. I think it's a fine idea for you folks to come see your grandchildren next summer. We promise not to wear you out this time. We'll just let you sit out the back under our trees and play with Mark and Pamela. Maybe go over to the beach, which is near too. I'm sure looking forward to spring. The nicest part about our house is our backyard, and I hope we get a picnic table and eat out there this year too. Mark took 2 long rides on his bicycle today. He went so far I couldn't see him, but he finally returned. An independent soul for 2. When he's on foot, he never strays more than a few doors away. He finally went to the toilet by himself today, so I have hopes. John says he'll probably go by the time he's in college. He's really a tank. Pamela is so different. Mark was always so calm. Pamela's little feet are kicking all the time. We call her Thumper. Her skin is much darker than Mark's, and her hair is straight and black, and Mark's is so curly. Her eyes are small and blue, and Mark's are brown. And do they ever love each other? She just beams when he comes up, and he just loves to wrestle with her. Thanks. Love, John, Ruth, Mark, and Pamela. To be continued. Well, that concludes today's presentation. Good luck to you with your efforts in family history. If this interests you, finding, preserving, and sharing old letters, diaries, photographs, family movies and videos, and interviewing elderly relatives while they're alive, you might consider checking out our website, Adventures in History with Peter J. Ray at peterjray.com. So far, we have made 622 history videos in 7 areas: world history, American history, book reviews, poetic tours, Cleveland baseball, family history, and autobiography. There's a donate button. You might consider making a donation so we can continue making these videos. You also might consider checking out our podcast, Adventures in History. If you live in Metro Manila, Philippines, and are looking for a high school for the next school year, you might consider Restless Educational Center, located in San Juan, Metro Manila. At Restless, we specialize in helping young people who've had difficulty in the larger traditional high schools. And the website is ressalest.education, RESALEST. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. God bless you. Take care. And I'll see you next time.